Welcome back, creepers. Today we are in one of the most haunted, possibly cursed lands in Michigan, Pere Cheney.
There were approximately 1,500 people in this village, which had a general store, a post office, a hotel, and several sawmills. In 1893, diphtheria spread and wiped out much of the village. It tried to recover from this as fires broke out and caused so much damage to the village, it was likely caused from a spark from a sawmill. Disease returned in 1897, and by 1901, the population was down to 25 people. The villagers left in fear of another outbreak. The land was sold at a public auction and is now a ghost town, with only the cemetery still standing. There are indentations in the ground in the old village from the root cellars of the buildings. The cemetery is considered to be haunted. One of the rumored tales is that an unwed mother of who was accused of being a witch, she was hanged from a tree in a cemetery and buried at the base of the tree in an unmarked grave. She was said to have put a curse on the village with a plague. Some reported activity in the cemetery are cold spots, orbs, screams, or apparitions. You can only investigate these areas in the daytime, as it's not permitted at night.
We're just here to talk to anybody who might be in the area still. My name is Brad.
My name is Sarah.
And we'd like to get to know you.
Anybody wants to talk? We have this little device on the ground right here. It's called a REM pod. If you come up and touch it, you can make all these lights go off. Be all different color lights.
Yep.
It won't hurt you. We just want to know if you want to talk to us.
We want to get to know your story. There's a couple of different stories going around about what happened to this town when it burnt.
Yes. There's so many different stories, at least 3 that I know of. So if anybody wants to tell us if they remember what happened, we don't mean disrespect. We mean you no harm.
47. This thing's still not talking. The volume's all the way up.
The 47?
47. Is that how old you were when you died? Can you tell us, are we in a residential area? Is this where the businesses were? Did somebody live here? It says cemetery.
We're close to the cemetery.
We're close to the cemetery. Do you want us to come visit you at the cemetery? If you do, set off that REM pod.
Make one light go off.
All you gotta do is touch it.
All you gotta do.
There wasn't many buildings in this town.
No, it wasn't.
But one of the stories was that there was a spark from the mill that caused the fire for what was left of the town.
What was left. But the other story was a few of the remaining town folks that were here, that lived here, came back and burned it down.
The REM pod's going off.
Thank you.
There's no reason for that to go off here.
No. Was that you? Can you do it again?
Thank you so much. When we're finished here, we're going to head down to the cemetery and visit. Would you like that? It's like somebody was digging up the past. Don't people come out here and dig up for pottery and try to find things that were left from the town?
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of people that have come out here and said, oh, thought maybe they could find some stuff.
Yeah. Can you touch that REM pod again, please? Ceiling. There's not much of a ceiling.
There's not much left.
Look at that tree. It's the only tree in the area that's been turning.
Yeah, out of all these.
Everything else is still green. Can you give us your name? Could have swore I just saw something back there, but I think it was maybe leaves.
I was going to say, because I thought I heard something back there.
All right. Well, we were walking back this way, and that thing went off. Let's head back here and see what happens.
They say kids like to come out and play. Would you like to come out and play a game?
We like to play. Come back. Said come back.
Okay.
Okay. We'll come back. Can you talk to us? Can you tell us your name?
Okay.
Sure. Okay. That'd be great if you could tell us your name. It said sure.
Sure.
That'd be great if you could tell us your name.
If you don't remember your name, do you remember our name? Can you say one of our names? I like to play tag. Who likes to play tag?
It's too much running for me. Moron. It said moron.
Oh, I guess you guys don't like tag.
All
okay.
Right. Calling names wasn't nice though.
No, that wasn't nice.
Can you tell us how many people died? How old am I? I am, as a matter of fact, just turned 53 yesterday. Can you tell us how old you are? Or how old you were when you died?
If you want us to go to the cemetery and talk to you, can you light that up one more time? Give it one touch. I'll even back up for you.
Yep, I'll give you plenty of space.
I'll give you some space. Can you make that go off one more time? I know it's going to be a little shaky. It is freezing.
Laughing.
Laughing. Now it wants to talk.
Now it wants to talk. Yes. Is it funny because I'm freezing? Can't feel my fingers.
I would imagine back in the day, they're used to the cold.
They're probably used to the cold.
I mean, they still had heat and stuff, but I know this part of Michigan's not always a warm spot.
No.
Can you tell us what you did in this town? If you worked in the store, if you worked in the mill?
Work in the post office?
Just heard something over there. Hear it?
Mm-hmm. Who's making that noise?
We really want to tell your story. Let me go over here and see if I can see anything.
Was that a branch?
What?
Thought I heard something back there.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. It sounds like a branch breaking.
But if you listen,
Well, you notice there's no animals.
yeah, I was just going to say that. You don't hear birds. You don't hear any squirrels.
There's nothing.
There's nothing.
Nothing is in this area other than trees.
But I keep hearing a branch breaking.
Natalie! Thank you, Natalie.
Hi, Natalie.
Are you the one that touched the REM pod? Oh my God. I'm not recording again. It shut off. Third time it shut off on me.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. I don't know why that camera shut off on me.
No.
My hand's nowhere near the button.
And yet I've never had an issue.
Did you shut that camera off? Light that REM pod up if you did. Speak. Said speak. We've been trying to speak.
We want to talk to you.
If you want to speak, you can. Talk to us through this box.
If you don't want to, touch that.
Yeah.
Make the lights go off.
Or if you talk to our cameras, we'll hear it later.
I'm already down to 2 bars on my camera.
Yeah, so am I. All right. Do you want us to come visit over the cemetery? Since you did light that up earlier after we asked if you would. Okay.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll try the cemetery.
Let's try the cemetery.
All right. Brandy. It just said Brandy.
Hey, Brandy.
All right. We're at the cemetery now.
So this is pretty much the only thing left of Pere Cheney.
It's a cemetery established in 1878. Probably when the first plague went through.
Yep.
And that's the whole cemetery.
And the downfall is they've had a lot of vandals here. So a lot of the headstones were destroyed.
Yeah.
That's why they've placed an ordinance saying you cannot be here after dark.
That's sad because, you know, why would you do something like that?
Right.
Okay, we're going to try and find Natalie and now Brandy.
So Brandy,
Why are you here? We're here to visit you.
all we want to do is talk. We want to tell your story.
Yep. We want to get to know your story on your part of the life in this town. This is
This was, yeah,
Pere Cheney families.
very hard to read.
This is all the families that lived in this town.
And this was part of it. Over 50 families perished and are buried here.
Yeah. So 8 unknown people. You know what's I don't see Cheney on there.
No.
All right. We're gonna wander around, let's start over this way and work our way around.
So Natalie, Brandy.
Run. It says run.
Okay. It's too cold to run for one thing. And we just had a big dinner. So there's no way I'm running. I'm sorry.
You know, that's weird because earlier when we were out walking around, we got demon.
Yeah, and I don't get that from here.
Right. I really don't think there's a demon here.
No.
I mean, there could be. It says love.
And a lot of them, if they couldn't afford a headstone, they were given one of these that had a number on it, which you can't really see on this one. I don't remember. What did they say the pennies meant?
I don't know what the pennies meant. Nickels were you were family or something like that.
And there's a lot of them out here.
Look at there. Moss growing in the letters. It says, Dear Mother, at rest.
Yeah, a lot of them, these are so old. I mean, you gotta imagine.
That's odd. Look, there's no moss anywhere around this, but it's growing in the letters. And the only thing that'll grow in the town is moss.
Yeah, that is so weird. Why?
Right?
I mean, what happened? I know they had, what was it, diphtheria?
Diphtheria.
But what would, see, this was what, because we were here earlier, just to kind of walk around. This makes no sense. I mean, is that...
Trapped. It says trapped.
Brett, are you trapped? I mean, 1970 to 2021 is...
Yeah, the cemetery is still being used. Oh, possessed. The cemetery is still being used up to today, so it's not like just old from 100 years ago.
But that just seems weird. If anybody's here that wants to talk, can you tell us your name? And almost every gravestone has piles of rocks on them.
Mm-hmm.
But they're so old and so you can't even read a lot of them anymore.
This is strange. Why is this strange? We've heard you had ghost hunters out here before.
Yeah, this isn't anything new. There's been a lot of people with cameras out here. Yeah.
Feel free to talk to us, though. Can you tell us which direction to go to find Natalie or Brandy?
Now, earlier I got Kevin too.
Did you?
Yes. I mean, people are still using, they're still putting decorations. They're still paying their respects.
Over here.
A lot of them been
Fire.
vandalized.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Just said fire.
Said again?
Yep. We know the town burnt from a fire.
We know there was a fire. Can you tell us how it? Oh, wow. It just got colder.
Yeah, the wind's picked up quite a bit.
That wind has picked up dramatically.
Yeah. Just a baby.
Just a baby. Now, there are also military buried here.
Yeah. Hey, Sarah, what do you think we try that REM pod out here?
Okay.
Go ahead and set her down somewhere.
Well, let's give this a try. You guys lit it up for us where the town used to be. Anybody want to light it up here? And get this thing turned on. Here we go. You set it right here. All right.
Do a reset on it?
Huh? Let's try.
All right.
All right. If anybody wants to touch that, please do.
Frank.
I think he was the oldest one.
This is Francis. This is Francis. Frank. Hello, Frank.
Hey. Frank was the oldest one that I could find out here. He's 76 years old in 1919.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's a pretty big hand. That's a massive handprint.
Wow. What is up with that?
I don't remember seeing that there earlier.
I didn't come over here and look.
I don't remember seeing that.
Anybody wants to touch that REM pod, go ahead. It'll make a noise and light up the lights. Frank, thank you for introducing yourself. Feel free to touch that REM pod.
And this is what I mean by vandals. You used to be able to read what said on it, but now it's been destroyed.
More.
More?
More.
What more do you want?
We want to tell you guys a story. What's your name? My name is Brad.
My name is Sarah.
Can you tell us your name? If you're not Frank?
Natalie, which way do we need to go to find your grave? Oh my goodness.
Oh. I guess back in the time, Francis could have been a girl's name.
Oh,
Because this here says, this is the children of Frank and Francis.
Oh.
Yeah. So it could have been a girl, could have been a guy.
Been.
Sorry if it was Francis. Faye. I don't know. There's a Charles.
I mean, this is how bad the plague was. Faye was only 15 days old when she died. Or when he died, sorry.
That's sad.
That is.
Didn't even live a life.
I mean, back in the 1800s, it could have been something else other than the plague. I mean, they had other things going on back then. But yeah, we keep finding all of these. These are all cemetery. These are all unmarked graves because they couldn't afford headstones. And they're everywhere out here. That's pretty much why this is so big, but it looks empty. But there's grave sites everywhere around here.
Well, here's the last one that I can see that would have a name, and it's been busted up. No name on it, so oh, Pain.
Pain. Yeah. Diphtheria.
Yeah.
That would have been very painful.
So I guess we're not going to find Natalie, Brandy, or Francis. Well, we did find a Francis over there.
Yep. Oh, we didn't miss these two.
Oh yeah, is there our names on that one?
I think so. Didn't see you guys over here. You guys were hiding in the bushes. Augustine. This one just says Odell.
Well, there's a lot of graves here that don't have names, so.
Yes. We have the utmost respect for anybody that's buried here.
Church.
I don't think there ever was a church here.
Actually, there may have been.
Was there?
I can't imagine a town back then that didn't have a church.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting a little odds and ends here and there.
Yeah.
We did get the REM pod over in the city. What used to be the city.
Yep. Nobody wants to touch the REM pod?
So, I think from here, we wrap it up.
I think so. I'm down to one bar.
Yeah, so am I, and it's pretty freaking cold out here.
Oh my God, it is so cold out here. We're starting to get the rain again.
Yep. So thank you to everybody who was talking to us, who didn't talk to us, and just followed us along.
Yeah. I know it's been windy, but if anybody heard anything or seen anything, can you let us know down in the comments?
Yep.
We'd love to hear what you had to say and what you saw.
Hanged. Oh, the witch was hanged from the tree.
Oh, she was.
Yes.
That's right. She was. Oh.
Was it one of these trees? Can you tell us? Because we don't know what tree it was, whether it was
No.
here or if it was over in the city.
Or if it was outside of the city. I mean, this is kind of outside of the city.
Yeah.
Is the pregnant woman here?
So anyway, it's cold.
It's cold.
Thank you to everybody who subscribed. We're almost up to 50 subscribers. Thank you. We
Yes.
appreciate you so much. Spread this out. Let's get it up to 50. So
We can't do it without you.
right.
You guys are what makes everything worth it.
Yep.
We're doing this for you, not for us. Because I don't know about anybody else. It's cold.
It's cold. But
And I don't do well in the cold, even though I
yeah.
live in Michigan.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.
Yep. Bye.